This is Rich, and you're watching my YouTube channel where I play awesome tabletop RPGs with cool people. Now, this is going to be the fourth and for the year 2015, the final session of our Masks game. Masks is a game about teenage superheroes, a team of teen supers, and I have set it in Hope Prep, which utilizes a supplement for actually not for Masks the RPG, but for a couple of other superhero RPGs, Champions and Mutants and not Champions, sorry, showing my age there, Mutants and Masterminds, as well as Icons, and that's Hope Preparatory. You can get it on Drive-Thru RPG. I'll be using it as the base kind of setup. But there are a lot of other things we're adding in because we're using the mechanics of Masks, which was a fabulously successful Kickstarter that just concluded. Congratulations to Magpie Games and Brendan Conway, especially the lead designer who went through over a year of playtest and development of this fantastic game, which utilizes the Apocalypse engine, powered by the Apocalypse. Apocalypse World is one of my favorite RPGs you can see on this channel. Lots of different permutations of the Apocalypse engine in different settings and the like. This is yet another one of them. If you want to know how we got to the point of a power brawl game in the middle of the semester for these teens, you're going to have to watch the other 3 episodes. But for now, we're going to try to jump right into the action. We've got a little bit of a late start with some tech issues. I apologize for anybody who was waiting, but I see 0 viewers, so that was nobody. Yay! So you'll be watching this later on the YouTube channel. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go around and I'm going to do it alphabetically by the first name of the player. Ask how you are. Tell us a quick bit about your character. And then we will set up the Power Brawl game. So we will start with Alex. How are you, Alex?
I'm good. I'm Kid Ragnarok. I'm hoping to get it on with Lark, though the ground is not great for that at the moment, especially since we're on opposite sides of this power brawl.
Oh, it's a sport. You know, sportsmanlike conduct, all that kind of no hurt feelings from a guy like Ragnarok.
Of course.
Next, we have Andrea. How are you doing, Andrea?
I'm okie dokie.
Who are you playing?
I'm playing Pixie. Pixie is a tree person, basically, and she's apparently been put in charge of this Power Brawl team, which
Yes.
can't go wrong at all.
One of my favorite quotes from last session was when Katana said, "Pixie, you should lead the team in Power Brawl because you are good at sports." And Pixie said, "I was in cross country. It's a little different." But they didn't accept that. Next we have Jan. Jan, how are you doing? Who are you playing?
I am doing quite great, and I am playing Quartz, the alien menace. Well, he's not really a menace. I'm on defense today. I have to protect our. I think it was who was our flag again?
Brick.
Brick. I have to protect Brick.
Oh, tell us a quick bit about Quartz, other than the weird picture. Anything else we want to know?
In the previous episode, he went back to his home planet where he found out that Aesop's ring is one of his own people. That's interesting.
Yes, very interesting. Next we have Jules. Jules, how are you and who are you playing?
Hey, I'm fine. I'm Jules, and I'm playing Katana. Katana is a martial artist and a sword fighter. She doesn't actually have any superpowers, but you know that's been an issue for her in the past. But lately, she doesn't really let her get that down. Get her down because she has an awesome team, which she is sort of having a full-time job at keeping together. And currently, she is in the Powerball game and is about to face off with a bunch of people, but one of them is Britt, who is a martial arts athlete with superpowers. So what the fuck's up with that?
It's not even fair.
No, I bet she's prettier too. I hate her.
Have you seen the picture? It's possible.
Oh no.
And last but not least, we have Will. How are you doing, Will, and who are you playing?
I'm doing great. I'm playing Asep, ASAP? Where did that come from? ASAP?
You can say ASAP because that's what I first
Right.
heard.
He is a speedster of the group, and he is a total fanboy of everything superhero. He's just still ecstatic that he's even being included. He's still reeling from that revelation that his ring that granted him his powers initially has a entity within it from Quart's homeworld. So he's not quite sure where that's going to go, but right now he's trying to focus on the game and win.
Excellent, excellent. So now we've talked quite a bit about Power Brawl. Power Brawl is a supers only game. I don't know how Katana got involved, but she's part of a team, so she's like, like a rider bill. Like you get this big bill, and then like they put in these little bits of like, oh, and so gets to make a new park in this little podunk town. That's how Katana got into the supers only sport. This sport's designed to help train young heroes in team efforts and saving citizens and protecting people. And also it's gone a little bit, like extreme sport, so there are actual power brawlers who aren't members of teams that help people, but more like celebrities. But this is the high school version in Hope Prep. And so it's kind of an intramural thing because all of Hope Prep is filled with lots of more than normal powered individuals. The team actually christened themselves with their team name at the end of the last session, which was pretty exciting. Does anyone want to? What is the name that you guys have chosen for your team?
Go on, ASAP.
Can you tell from the giant psychic projection above us?
Oh, it's all black here. I can't.
We are the new Silver Saviors.
New Silver Saviors, which is important to ASAP. Why?
Because one of the founding members of the original Silver Saviors was my grandfather.
That's right. Very cool. So, yes, the astonishing Antonio would be proud if he were alive. But he's dead, so he's just sitting completely still. However, I'm sure there are members of your legacy who first hear that, who are a little excited about that. We'll see if that is a good thing, because we're going to do a die roll right now to set up the session, and this is the legacy thing. Yeah, so we need to set that up, don't we, ASAP? So let's go through your legacy bit here.
All right. Well, fortunately, my 3 questions got answered positively last time, so I don't have any additional negatives. So I am going to roll some dice. And on a 7 to 9, well, let's see what I roll first. Ooh, 10.
On the start of the session, roll plus Savior to see how the members of your legacy feel or react to your most recent exploits. And you rolled a 10. All right. Yeah, on a hit, one of them offers you meaningful encouragement, an opportunity, or an advantage. Awesome. On 7 to 9, another is upset with your most recent actions. We don't have to worry about that.
Finally.
Do what?
Finally, we don't have to worry about that.
Finally. Oh, so you get an advantage. Cool. We will get to that. I have an idea for that. I just want to make sure that the setup still makes sense in everybody's head before I declare it. Okay, wait. Pictures? Third tab. That's right. On the third tab of our little prep sheet, I've kind of thrown up pictures of the superlatives. The superlatives are the team that the new Silver Saviors are facing. They consist of Britt, whose codename is Britt. She is a cheerleader. She also is a martial artist, an athlete with perfect. She has eidetic physical memory. So anyone who reads comics, you know who Taskmaster is, or if you ever read the Young Avengers, or Young Avengers Academy, there's a character by the name of Finesse. That's to give you an idea there. That is Britt. She has the ability to watch somebody do something, and she can do what they just physically did. It's just an innate understanding. Next we have Matthias, also known as Pristine. He was a jock before he had his manifestation of his power, which is that he can cover himself with like a diamond hard skin coating, which made it impossible for him to participate in regular everyday sports sewing now. He's dedicated himself to be the best power brawler he can be. We also have Laura. Laura Jackson, also known as Lark, who has sonic powers, and she is a roomie. Oh crap! I just want to make sure I say it right because I screwed up who was rooming with whom once. Whoa! Everything's moving around. All the tabs started moving. That was weird. I must have double clicked or something. Crap. I'll have to check my notes. Anyway, who rooms with Lark?
Well, Katana rooms with Lark.
Okay, cool. Thank you. That's
Yeah,
I was like, I'm gonna screw it up. So cool. Laura and Jesse room together. However, Lauren has been a little cool towards Jesse. Has been pretty friendly with Malaya, Pixie. So they've been kind of buddied up. However, that wasn't always super positive because when Laura was buddied with Pixie, that's when they both kind of mocked ASAP. But Laura's on the other team now, so I'm sure that won't affect ASAP's reaction towards her. Next, we have Hannah. Hannah, her code name is Idol. She has some kind of weird mind control, voodoo control type deal. People are a little nervous around here. And last but not least, we have Judd, who's the first person that you see on the Powerball team because Judd has the ability. He calls himself Awesome Possum. Because he can turn into a story-and-a-half foot tall possum, which can walk on his hind legs and look scary as possums do with his crazy little naked tail. So it's a gigantopossum. So what's his powers? Powers are what you would imagine a giant possum could do, which is just be really big and knock you down. Be a little harder to hurt, I would think. I don't know, just winging it on possum powers. I looked in all the books, guys. There are no rules for possum powers. So if anyone's an expert on power to play dead, yes, that's so going to make it into this game. Writing it down. Play dead. Why was that not already on my default? I'll just put a note right here. Plays dead real good. All right. So, I'm excited because not only do I have little write-ups for all of the characters, I also have a map. I know, guys. Calm down.
Whee!
All right. So, I'm going to present to everyone our map here. This is the Power Brawl playfield. It is an area on the outskirts of Halcyon City that looks pretty ruined and destroyed. I'm sure it was just made to look that way and is not a part of the city that was destroyed and left behind. So what we have right now as of the initial, and I want to make sure this jives with how everybody else saw this, with the superlatives are at a home base. Their home base is here at this large building. Used to be an apartment complex. The new Silver Saviors home base is here. Their place is at an old hospital, and Brick, aka Paulov, is inside the hospital where he has a cool microwave and he's made himself some popcorn. And Quartz is there, and at the last moment, Pristine had walked in and said, "What? Only one of you?" And I also, at the last moment, it was Kid Ragnarok, Katana, and Pixie who had run into Awesome Possum, who had come around. This area right here is an old coffee mill, and he had come around. You know this because the entire area smells like coffee, like old coffee, old bad coffee, because this is a dilapidated area. So Awesome Possum said, "Hey guys, I found them," with his giant possum mouth. And then Lark and Britt were trying to catch up to Awesome Possum, and you would assume that since you have those people accounted for, that Idol, aka Hannah, is somewhere protecting the hostage. So we have not defined who the hostage that the new Silver Saviors are protecting. It would be a character that we've introduced before. Anyone have an idea who that could be? I can grab someone if nobody can think.
My suggestion, off the top of my head, Satanis or Armature.
Satanis. So how did he get chosen, man?
I think that's probably his punishment for something.
Oh, that's awesome. Yes, it would totally be a punishment for him.
Who is
Okay,
Saturnus?
cool.
Should I notice?
Yeah, he's the guy you have to kiss.
Well, now I want to know who he is.
He's the like delinquent.
You mean the other delinquent?
Yeah, well, the delinquent that we ran into in the president's office.
Oh, that guy. Okay, yeah.
Ooh, show the picture! Show the picture! I could show the picture if you could show the picture, Alex. Oh no, we lost Jules. She got so excited that she hit the wrong button or something. I don't know.
think she may have misclicked there.
I think she swooned.
All right, we're going to show a picture of Satanus because it's so great.
Sorry, I got so excited that I disconnected.
That's what we thought.
I thought it was a swooning instance.
I swooned right on the X button. So, where's the picture?
I'm
No, I
sharing
missed
it right now. There you go. There is Satanus.
Ah, okay. Yes, delinquent.
He has hot hands.
Yeah, he's not smoking. That's just a
more
thing.
could go on in a man.
Cool. So let's get back to the map here, and then we will jump into our wonderful action. I want to make sure, is everybody comfortable with where I've placed you? You're basically down at the southern part of the field, which is what I'd said at the last bit of the video. There's some areas that I kind of highlighted, so I want to point those out. In the central area here, this is an old bus terminal, so there are a bunch of old ruined buses, and the building itself here. Number 2 here, this is an old apartment complex, and it has not fallen to the ground. It's the tallest point in the entire playfield. Over here, this was a major highway at the time, and then we had like an overpass of 2 streets. That's all collapsed down, so you have a bunch of kind of areas, tunnels and the like here as well. You have an abandoned theater. You have the coffee mill, and then you have your 2 main points, and there are smaller buildings in between the points, but nothing that's significant. So anyone object to Pixie, Katana, and Kid Ragnarok down here? ASAP up here and Quartz here?
That sounds good.
I'm on defense.
So we have 2 teams. Does that mean we have 2 teams or 1 team?
I think
You
we
are acting
technically
as
have
a
3
team.
teams.
That's a good question. Sorry.
Because we planned this shit.
I think y'all had sent me off to go get the flag while y'all kind of kept the rest of the team busy, if I
Correct.
remember.
That's exactly what Pixie had laid down for you guys.
Jan has a role that he needs to do for the start.
Oh, fantastic!
Being
I
so
like
bad.
die rolling. Time has passed, sure, and you've definitely been in contact
Yes.
with home, so yes, that makes perfect sense to me. So let's talk about this Between Two Worlds. This is a soap opera. Oh wait, no. Sorry.
Belong in 2 worlds. I have the resources that come with my important station. Whenever time passes and I've been in contact with my people, roll plus superior. And well, we last session, of course, we went to my home planet and then quickly went into the into the game. So I think now I should still roll that.
I think you should.
I'm not sure what my superior is at the moment. But
Oh, let's go to the character sheet, or you could go look around
no,
on a piece
it's
of
a
paper.
2. Yay. So I have a 9.
9, so close. So close. Cool, so what happens with a 9? You get hold 1, but your people make an uncomfortable demand of you.
Yes,
Oh.
that's the best
Yeah.
one.
Yeah,
Whoop.
sorry. What were you going to say, Jules?
I was going to say, whoops.
Oh. Yeah, I think the uncomfortable demand is that your collective wants to gather data on the crystalline structure inside Acep's ring.
All right.
Cool. But you get hold one. You can use that later, right? Yeah, because like
Yes.
useful alien tech, or ask the GM a question, or clear a condition. Conditions are the last bit we should probably talk about because someone's got a couple of them. ASAP. What conditions do you have? And
I am currently angry, which means I'm going to have to try to break something at some point. And I'm currently afraid, which I'm going to have to run away at some point. So that'll be good going into the game.
So if you choose not to clear those conditions with the actions you've described, that means that you have some significant minuses to a few different moves, of basic moves. So hey, you can not do that thing. It just means that you suck at doing some other thing.
Yeah. See how this turns out.
Yeah, you will. All right. So let's pick back up with the majority of characters, which was Kid Ragnarok, Katana, and Pristine. As Awesome Possum comes walking around, he sticks that long snout, and he sees gigantic beady eyes. And he goes, "Hey guys, I found him!" And he starts waggling his little gray clawed hand, his giant possum appendage there, and yeah, so he's going to stomp on you. I think Kid Ragnarok, because you're right in front. What do you do?
Okay.
This is as far as our plan went.
Yeah. This is where it all goes to hell.
You're already successful because you were distracting everybody by drawing the attention of Awesome Possum.
That's true. Do we have one in our team pool?
That is great. Thank you for asking that. So we should probably really quickly talk about the team pool. Team pool every session is supposed to start at 1. However, if I'm going to do that, then I really think we should probably make the team roll again. Or we can carry it over because we only did it for 2 minutes at the very, very end of last session.
Carryover?
I'm okay with carryover.
Yeah, we can do carryover. I have no idea what it was at.
I could try to speed along to
3?
the end of the YouTube video, but that was the one thing I didn't note because I was doing other stuff while listening instead of looking at the screen. Oh.
In my heart, I believe it was 3.
It was not 1. I do remember it being more than the Uno. So I will... I'll say let's go with 3. We'll go with 3. Plus, we really haven't had a chance to play much with the team rules. And you guys are actually doing the most teeny team thing ever with this whole group. You declared a team name. We're just going to call it 3-team pool. And if someone goes back in the YouTube video and proves me wrong, I don't want to be right, baby. At least not for
Like your style.
All right. Almost said Awesome Possum, but you already know he's here.
Okay, bringing up the map just a second.
Sure.
Just
Alright, Pixie's not
soak
with
up
us.
how screwed you are.
Yeah, soaking up house road.
What? When a 30-foot tall possum comes stomping at you, how are you totally screwed? I don't understand. It's just inconvenient.
Katana was me and Pixie. Oh no. Which
Yeah,
P is?
Katana, Pixie, we-
Okay. So which is the P that's in the base?
Fine. The red is. I did color coding, Alex. A great deal of thought went into this.
We're blue team.
Okay.
See, now I have to change the size of the box.
Okay, I want to kind of like dodge back out of reach of for at least in the moment. This giant possum claw swiping around.
Nice.
Whoa. Hi. And
Nice.
and then I want to use my powers and project a larger possum behind him that taps him on the shoulder
Out
with my
possum.
illusions. Yeah.
Cool. I don't think that fits directly.
Giant
It
possum.
feels like you're unleashing your powers, right?
Yeah, I think so.
So yeah, when you unleash your powers, roll plus freak.
Okay, just quickly check where my freak was at the moment. 1.
You are not that freaky, which I would not believe to be true. But it is.
That's not 7. That's perfectly adequate.
Okay, so on a 7. On a 7 to 9, mark a condition or the effect is unstable, temporary, or dangerous. Do you wish to mark a condition?
It's unstable, temporary, or dangerous. I think, yeah.
After which, it was either or. So, you marking condition?
The
So you either mark a condition, which means that it's a good solid hit, or you don't, and then the effects of what you were doing are either unstable or temporary or dangerous.
Okay, I'm afraid.
Yes! That seems appropriate for a person facing an awesome possum.
Giant possum.
Giant possum.
Two giant possums.
That's true. Man, awesome. So it's successful. So awesome possum is like he reaches, you dodge out of the way, and like these possum claws come in, and they rend a bit of the asphalt, and then another larger possum taps him on the shoulder. Does the awesomer possum say anything, or is it just a silent image, psychic image?
I think it's silent.
Nice. Okay, so it taps him on the shoulder, and he turns around, and he's like, "I'm oddly attracted to you." Okay.
Mission complete.
Cool. So let's cut to Katana and Pixie. You guys see this two possum tango thing going on with Kid Ragnarok. You also, Katana, you see Britt, and she's dressed in her normal cheer costume because she doesn't have like a costume. She's headed straight for you. She's like, "Hey, I've heard you're pretty good at fighting."
What? She's like conversationally heading up towards us.
She's absolutely conversationally just jogging out towards you, and she's like, "Hey, I heard you were good at fighting. Let's go."
And who is the other person there? Lark, isn't it?
The other person is Lark, and yeah, Lark is like kind of hanging back, and she's kind of gauging the area, and she looks at Pixie like, "Sorry, I'm gonna hurt you."
Okay. Well, Katana will shoot a look back at the others, like, "You got my back, right?" And then she'll do we have our Katana with us, or did we get like practice?
You guys
swords?
you're all kitted out.
We're all kitted out. Okay, actual steel. Okay, and she'll just draw our Katana.
Cool. All right. You draw your Katana. Pixie, are you doing anything for Britt encroaching on Katana's? This looks like a little mono.
Not right now. I will if I have to, aka if Katana needs a boost. But for right now, let's see what Katana does.
Mm-hmm.
Sweet. Okay. Well, so Britt she walks up, and she's got her, she kind of clenches her fists like, "That's pretty good. That's good. Let's go.
Do we know Britt well enough to know her superpower? Because then Katana will be very.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yes, you are well aware.
Can only use every move once.
In fact, Dave told you something about her.
Oh
like,
no.
Did Dave tell her? Yeah, he told you. Only you need to switch it up.
Yes.
Only one move at a time.
Yes.
You start repeating yourself, and she's going to eat your lunch.
Yes.
Be creative.
Is there? We're just on the street, right?
Yes. Yeah. In the our cool little map, you are on a ruined street. In fact, it looks as if a speedster may have run down the street at one point because there's like an area which is just like a tunnel or something.
Okay. Well, for now, I'll just engage her and try to keep a running tally in my head of the things that I've done so far. Oh, God. This is not going to go well.
Cool. So what do you want to do? Are you going to directly engage her?
Yes.
Awesome. So what's it look like when Katana closes on Brit?
She's pretty hesitant. And she starts off with like the basic stuff because if she's gonna do some sort of killer move, it has to work. Otherwise, it's lost. So she's being very hesitant and trying to build something up.
Awesome. So let's see you directly engage. When you directly engage a threat, Brit, roll plus danger. On a hit, you trade blows.
That's a 7.
7 on a hit, you trade blows. On a 7 to 9, pick one of the little options that you get.
Mm-hmm.
So what option do you like?
Creating an opportunity for your ally sounds good.
Oh, nice. Okay, cool. All right, so you're going to trade blows, and you are creating an opportunity for your allies. Awesome. So, did Katana actually strike with her katana at this point, or what was her first attack? Do you imagine?
Like her plan was to maybe get her to forget about her surroundings and maybe trip or fall into some of the rubble, which may have happened, but Brit just instantly catches herself, but she did cry out or something, and that distracted one of the other people.
Okay.
Does that work?
Cool. Yeah. No, I was trying to get an idea of what Katana's first attack would look like.
Like cautious, but trying to move her backwards at least.
Okay. Is she? I guess so. I can have the color in mind. Is she using the katana? I mean, it's her name, right? So I imagine most of her attacks are katana based,
yes.
Not like trying to kick her or anything. Okay. Cool. Yeah. So you. I don't know why I do this double so thing. You come sweeping across with the katana. She kind of dances back a couple times and ends up stepping up onto the bumper of the small Volkswagen Bug and tries to flip over top of you to get out of your range and get behind you. However, when she does, you anticipate it and you're able to step back towards her. And so she loses a bit of her footing, and it distracts Lark just for a moment, and then she falls to the ground. The thing is that as she falls, she snaps a kickback and kicks you right in the back of your shin, like right in the calf, really hard. It's enough to give you a little bit of a Charlie horse. Or do you guys know what a Charlie horse is?
No clue.
Okay, so to hurt your calf to where it actually cramps up a little bit. Yeah, dead leg, sure. There you go. So, Pixie, what do? You've got a distracted Lark. I'm going to give you a +1 forward if you want to act against Lark.
Oh, heck yeah. I actually want to act against both Lark and Brit.
Woo!
Yeah. Because Brit has kind of gone down and Lark isn't paying attention. So Pixie's basically going to kind of pull on the vines that are covering some of the buildings in this abandoned part of the city and basically use them to tangle both of them up.
That makes a lot of sense to me.
Crowd control.
Yeah? Do you think this is the part that I always come to where I get a little question
weird.
Myself. Are we directly engaging here, or are we unleashing
I think
power?
we are, because we're specifically targeting them.
Okay.
And those make, the options make more sense than just, I've changed something in the environment.
Please, someone who is not playing right now, type that up so that I can send it to Brendan to make sure that it's clarified in the final rules. Right now, all we have are the beta playtest, which is just the basic moves. I know this is going to be really clear because every iteration of this game has become more and more fun, easier to run. This is just the one thing that's in my head that I a little have trouble differentiating between directly engaging on it. It's not as bad as Seize by Force versus Go Aggro, which used to give me migraines. But yeah. Okay, so directly engaged. What did you roll?
That's like a 12, 13, 14.
Holy moly, that's really good.
I know. That's so good.
Hit 2.
That's so good. So I'd like to impress, surprise, or frighten them.
Nice.
And I will resist their blows.
Ooh, I totally see the vines like covering Laura's mouth. Before she's able to get anything off, like she reacts as these vines like twist up around her and kind of pick her up in the air because it's going to be a cool moment of like the animation, someone drawing a comic panel of her getting lifted up by this weird sets of vines, and the other vines wrap around Britt's arms and her legs and hold her fast onto the ground after she's completed a little kick on Katana. And both of them are held fast, and that definitely scares the living crap out of Lark. And Britt's like, ooh, I have to say, this is pretty impressive.
I hate her.
I kind of do too.
So nice. So nice and positive.
Okay, cool. So Kid Ragnarok, I'm going to roll back around to you, and then we're going to jump out of this fight to quick cut to some other stuff. You had a quick follow-up on Awesome Possum? You're muted.
I thought as he turns away and, does that comment to that weird comment to the giant opossum, I wanted to try and sucker punch him with a... Let's go with a giant psychic projection of a boxing glove.
Nice. You're going all, like, Green Lantern on me now. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Cool. Okay, so I think you're directly engaging at that point.
I do.
Right? Feels
which
right
is going to be at -2, because I'm like, I'm not really wanting to do this, to sucker punch a giant possum.
Yes, that you are afraid. You are afraid of that.
So it's this is a straight roll because it clears out my danger stat. Because I'm afraid.
Okay. That is a 6. Okay, hold on. So you have Team Pool. You could, you could get some help. So someone could help you if they could think of a way to do it. That makes sense.
I totally have a way Pixie can help. So like she sees the giant boxing glove manifest, right? But because of the way the possum's turning, the momentum is basically going to make the blow completely miss him. So she kind of steps over to him, grabs one of his legs because she has super strength, and kind of shoves him into it.
Yeah.
Oh, we all forget that Pixie's super strong until all of a sudden she reminds us.
Yeah.
By throwing around a 30-foot-tall possum. That is amazing. And yes, that does cause you to go from failure to success. So you get to pick one.
Oh, yeah. And by the way, this looks basically like the punch in Back to the Future when Biff gets knocked out. Resist or avoid their blows because it's a giant possum.
That is smart. It's a really smart move. Okay, I'm gonna say the 30-foot-tall possum that he gets knocked down by the giant, and he actually sits down on part of the coffee mill, and the bricks all kind of they mash underneath his weight, and then he loses his balance, and then just kind of pitches over into the roof because it's been derelict for so long that the roof caves in and he falls down, and it's more like a kid in a playpen, because it was not a super gigantic. He was mostly broad versus super tall, but he is in a playpen, and there's coffee dust that kind of spreads everywhere. And then so now we'll cut over to ASAP. So ASAP, you are way up on the north side of the Power Brawl area, and you are zooming along. And this fight has just started to begin when you are passing by them. So I'm going to go ahead and move you. I imagine you're going to be able to pass by the apartment complex. Are you going to head straight to the home base?
Well, that's what my team leader told me to do. So yeah.
All right.
Take care.
Love it. Cool. So I think I would like to see. Okay. You come to the home base. You don't have like a map of where they're at. You know where the home base is, which is an old hospital.
Okay.
Right. Old. How did I phrase this? Did I say you guys were old hospital? Okay. One's an old hospital. One's an apartment. Yours was an apartment building. There's a hospital. Yes. Okay. So yeah, you're headed across. I just didn't want to misspeak. Do you know the Satanus is the captive that you're trying to get back? And so you're headed to this old hospital. There's like an emergency room entrance. There's a main entrance. You've got to find them. You're not sure where they would have hidden. It's the first time that you've been able to participate in Power Brawl. You don't know if they always keep them in the same place or anything like that. This does seem like a pretty large area. What do you wish to do?
I'm gonna. I'm angry, so I'm not thinking as clearly. I'm running right into the front door, and
Nice.
I am running down the halls and checking each door. Just open, run through the apartment, or run through that room, up, move to second floor, and repeat until I find them.
Nice. Do you think, doesn't feel like you're assessing the situation to me, right?
Yeah, because I'm trying to locate them. Yeah, that sounds
Okay. I like that that's a pretty active and interesting way to describe that. So let's see you assess the situation. So when you assess the situation, roll plus superior. You get to take +1 when acting on the answers from that. Yours is a flat 0.
Yeah, flat 0, and still waiting for it to. Yeah, that's a 5.
That is a
I'm not-
5.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Sweet. Okay, so I think we show several panels and they kind of overlapping each other of you moving across room to room, zipping back and forth. It's like a blur of yellow and browns until finally you come into it should be like an operating theater, because that sounds awesome, right? Who wouldn't want to have a scene in an operating theater? That's not spooky at all. So just sitting on the operating, like the table, is Satanus. He's reading. I don't know, what's he reading, Pixie, right now? What's Satanus reading while he's waiting patiently?
A comic book, obviously.
Killer.
It's like the latest exemplars edition.
Oh, nice. So yeah, he's reading the Exemplars Annual, and you can see on the front of the annual, it says, "In this issue, Spark dies." Yeah, that's what it says on the front, and it's got all the bodies of all the exemplars, and Spark is actually standing over top of all of them. She's got these blood red eyes that are shining. Looks really, really weird with her purple costume. And so he's reading that and laughing. When you come zipping into the operating theater, and ASAP, when you do, you're like, well, there he is. I can get out. So you move forward, and out of the corner of your eye, you can see sitting up. See, it's an operating theater, right? So there's like a viewing area that's up and over, so you can kind of get a good view of all the things that the doctor's doing. And sitting in the operating theater is none other than Hannah, and she's got a little action figure, this brown and yellow, and you get partially across the space. It's a tiled floor. It still even has that faint smell of antiseptic. And then you stop moving. And she says, "You're really not very smart, Jesse." So now we'll come back to Pristine entering Pristine entering the room where Paulov is sitting down with some popcorn, and Paulov says, "I like to put like hot sauce on my popcorn. Do you like that, Quartz? Is that good? Is that a thing that your people like hot sauce on popcorn?"
I can't say that I've ever tried either popcorn or hot sauce before.
Do you like eat organic material?
Well, our people gain more of our energy from in the star that you call the sun, and we have a different one, of course. We take most of our energy from the star.
So you're like solar powered? Can you eat food for fun?
I guess you could say it in such a way, yes. In fact, I think you could compare our species in some way to the trees and plants in your world.
Wow. So I guess you have a lot in common with like Pixie. You guys are tree people or something. It's pretty great. You know, you ever heard of a Triffid before? It's a pretty great movie. It's kind of old, but you know.
What was that?
Triffid, like Day of the Triffid. It's like when plants come and kill all the people. It's pretty funny. It's old.
Huh.
It's an old funny movie, but it was scary for people who lived back then because they did not realize it was bad special effects. They thought it was amazing.
Encountered this movie in your history classes.
It's pretty good. Do you guys have like movies or stuff?
No, we share our tales by direct communication.
Well, we do too, but like sometimes we like to have tales to share to people we don't know, like a movie.
No, we have no tradition as such.
That's sad.
No, I do not think it's sad. I think your people are lacking in experience by not traveling to tell the stories themselves.
Huh.
In our world, one of the collectives will travel to another and join them and as such share the experiences. Your experiences, the sharing of them seems so limited. I should really check.
Cool, and that's when Pristine says, "They just left one? Oh, man, this is too easy." So, alien dude, do you want to just like roll over? I can take him, and I don't have to break any of your little crystal bits. He starts walking forward, and you see his skin starts turning like this white crystalline structure.
I'm afraid you're mistaken. You will not be taking him. And Quartz's body starts shifting and sort of starting to form a dome over Brick.
Okay.
You would have
imagine you started this, so when I mash your head in, that thing's gonna go away, right? He walks up and he punches you, and he throws you up against the wall. The wall kind of crumbles in a little bit because it's like I imagine like a plaster of Paris wall that's gone through a lot of dry rot, so it's like it's super strong. But it was a tough punch. What do you do?
Well, he didn't let me finish, so now I'm going like.
And Brick, you can hear the echo within the bubble, and he's like, I think he was still talking. That's kind of rude.
You're sorely mistaken if you think that your little copy matches up against the real thing.
Nice. Okay. So he's gonna close on you, and we'll see about that, buddy. And he's gonna punch you again. What do you do?
I have to check because oh, come on. So many tabs open, there's too many. Damn it.
You can just tell me what you want to do, and we'll work it out.
Well, yes, but I was also
Whip out some kind of alien tech laser cannon. I blew your arm off.
No, I was thinking but I'm trying to see how that fits best. Like the way that Quartz people merge with each other, to sort of reach out to him and go like, because he's sort of a crystal type thing now.
That's kind of funny. Reggie be like, "Whoa, get off me, dude!" Bad touch, bad touch. Okay.
But I'm not sure if that's like unleashing powers, I guess.
I think that's unleashing powers. Yeah, that works for me. So when you unleash powers, roll plus freak. I think it's pretty freaky, so it fits.
Yeah, I'm not very freaky anymore. I was more freaky last week.
You need to get your freak on, is what you're saying.
Yes, exactly. Oh, it's still a 7.
Not bad. Not bad. So you unleash your powers on a 7 to 9. You can either mark a condition, or you declare that the effect will be unstable, temporary, or dangerous.
Ooh. I think well, it's tempting to go for for like things, but I think a condition is more fun. Let's see. Also, I haven't had one yet. I think I'll feel a little bit guilty for doing this. Like, this is intrusive.
Yes. Okay, so you're going to feel a little bit guilty? So you're saying it's unstable or temporary?
What? No, guilty. Guilty is a...
Oh, you took a condition. I'm sorry, for some reason I thought you were saying that it's going to be temporary because you felt guilty. You took it as a condition. Whoops. Awesome. So he reaches forward and he I think it'd be cool if like he punches you, but we have that moment where Quartz's hand collapses around his then the like purpley color of Quartz starts to run down the diamond skin of Pristine, and then we have the cut to the reaction shot from Pristine where his eyes are getting wide, like this horror of this thing running along his hand. He's been infected by Quartz. What do you communicate to him, like, because you're kind of mind melding, right?
Yes. Basically, I'm going like, there's not much here. Really, you should be moving along now. And then I sort of plan some, because when we're merged, we can do some psychic communication. So I sort of planned the ideas in his head, like of what I could do to him if he doesn't bugger off.
Wow, that is wicked. I'm going to let that roll forward to provoke him.
Oh, yeah.
I like that. I like this as set up to provoke. Are you cool with that?
Absolutely.
Awesome. So you unleash your powers to establish a direct connection, but I don't want to invalidate that roll. So I'll give you a +1 forward to provoke him because you're kind of mind melding with him.
All right. Let's see. That's
To provoke someone,
superior.
susceptible to your words, say what you're trying to get them to do, which I think you did.
Yes.
Use like GTFO and roll plus superior.
And I'm much more superior. Oh, shit. Well, I guess that's 6. No. Wait, but I can use one from the team pool, right?
Yes, well,
Because
yes. Use team selfishly because there's nobody there to help you, so you're gonna have to selfishly use the team.
Yes.
Okay. So when you act selfishly, say how your actions ignore or insult your teammates. Remove one team from the pool and shift one label up and one label down.
Well, that's the thing because I'm still doing what the team leader said I should do.
Then you can fail. So technically, to do this, you have to shift your superior up in order to succeed. Because what you'd have to do is use this selfishly, tell us how that works, and then shift that label up by 1 to make it a 7.
So
or
what?
Fail a negative move.
No, I'm not going to let you fail, damn it. Well, what did I have to do? How I'm going to use it selfishly?
Yes, that's the hard part.
Yes. Basically, I'm also telling him like, you were so happy that it was just me defending this goal, but I am all that needs to be here. I am all that needs to be here to secure this game.
Oh, it's awesome. I cannot wait to see the YouTube clips of that shown over and over to the other members of the team. Delicious. Delicious. Okay, cool. So then there's this moment of doubt in Pristine's face, and he turns like he's gonna go, and then we cut again. We're gonna cut right back to Alex is gonna need a moment. Actually, you know what? As much time has passed, maybe it'd be a good time to take a quick bio break for everybody. So this will be the point where you flip the page, and it's like a freaking advertisement for something. So you're like, dang it. Okay, so we're gonna take a quick bio.
Be right back.
Take a break.
All right.
See you guys in 5. All right. Looks like we may have to continue without Alex for a little bit, and that's okay. I think he said he would be able to listen in. But Thor is making his presence known, for he is a mighty young babe. All right. I am going to smash cut away from the last moment we saw was Pristine freaking out after some brain talking and him being provoked. Someone they instead can choose one was the provoking, so yeah. They stumble, they err, they overreact. Yeah, so to close out that move, I'm going to choose that he overreacts, and you gain influence over our fine Pristine.
Yay, influence.
Yeah, which I think is going to be interesting since you guys must have some kind of weird connection. They're all connected to Quartz. Everybody. ASAP, Pristine, everybody. All right, we will cut back to the fight at the street, down on the street level with Lark, who is currently caught by vines, and we have Britt, who's closed in on Katana. I'm actually going to update the map real quickly, because I was smart enough to make a map where I could do that. So we're going to have those two right facing on each other. We're going to say that Kid Ragnarok with his big fist powers over here. We'll actually move him back this way because Awesome Possum fell into the coffee mill. All right, there we are. So now Britt had gone over a Volkswagen, jumped over top of Katana, kicked Katana in the back of the leg, then got caught by some vines in her arms and legs, and she twists her way out of them from some little move she must have picked up from somebody else. And Katana, you are able to turn around, and so she's facing you again. She's got actually one of Pixie's vines. Maybe it'd be like a cool whip type deal or something.
Ooh.
Oh no.
Yeah. So she has the vine, and she looks at it and is like, "Oh, this is totally grody." And so she'll start whipping it over her head. And now she's going to try to take you down, I guess.
Mm-hmm. So she's no longer fighting with a katana, but with a whip? I wish it would.
Oh, she never had a katana. You had a katana.
Oh, okay.
She doesn't have any weapons out.
Well, then how can she copy my moves?
That's a fine question.
Good point.
Maybe you don't even have to worry about this thing Dave told you.
That's not usually how it works, I'm afraid. Maybe I can try to provoke her. Ha ha ha. That might be good, since she can turn all my moves against me.
I would love to see you provoke her. So, yeah, tell me, how would Katana provoke this adorable, bubbly cheerleader girl who wants to kick your butt? Because it's a team sport.
She'll just start mocking her, like, really? You can't even defeat me without Pixie's help? You're the one with the superpowers, lady.
Nice. Okay, I think you're provoking her. So, what are you trying to get her to do then?
To slip up, to gain a critical opportunity.
Awesome. So roll plus superior.
And that's a 9.
That's a 9. On a 7 to 9, she can choose to stumble. You can take +1 forward against her. Err, you gain a critical opportunity, or overreact, you gain influence over them. Oh man, I don't want to dip into the well too many times, but the idea of her going like, Jesse. Katana always gets influence over people, so I think I will do that reaction, except you gain a critical opportunity.
Yay.
So yeah, you say it takes Pixie. She'll say, Jesse, like, Pixie horned in on this action. I thought this was a mono, like Womono thing. Yeah. So she's distracted, and you will gain a +1 in your next action as she will close in and start. I think we're going to have a few panels of the heated fighting, and you're kind of batting, and you end up cutting the vine, and then she's holding just like the little limp bit of the vine. So, gross. And then she'll come forward, and you guys trade a couple blows. So back to Pixie and Lark. Lark finally is able to like spit out the vine from her mouth, like, gross. Pixie.
I'm sorry, they're just vines.
They're like grody vines. Could you pick like?
Yeah, but it's not like they were sprayed in like gross herbicides and stuff. They're fine.
Okay, point. And she starts kind of trying to wiggle her way out of it.
God. So because, well, one, because Alex is dealing with Thorin, and two, because Awesome Possum is probably, I mean, he's big, and big people take a long time to get back up. She's going to turn to Kid Rock and actually, or Kid Rock, oh my god. Kid Ragnarok. I don't know what's going on right now. Get Ragnarok and tell him to go back up ASAP, because we've got this.
Oh, hold on.
And,
I think Kid Ragnarok may have returned.
Yeah, that was actually my plan, but then you engaged Katana, so I have to send him to do it instead.
I'm like, you got this?
Yeah, it's fine.
Oh yeah, we totally have this.
She's like dodging a punch.
Okay.
Because, I mean, that we know where 3 of them are. We don't know where the other 2 are, so...
Nice.
Okay, we believe in you, and I run off in a direction that I've been told
Nice, Kid
That way.
Ragnarok.
to do something about something.
Which I'm
Awesome.
sure has allowed Lark. Words are hard today. Lark to actually manage to get out of her gross vines.
Yes, she has wriggled her way out. She's covered in like this viney, greenish slime type thing, and there's some strategic rips in her costume because comics.
Comics.
And so you, as Kid Ragnarok passes by, you see this cool kind of sonic scream come out, and Pixie, a bunch of your vines warble and they wither away, and it knocks you back into, I would say, like the back of a van, because that'd be kind of awesome, right? You slam
Totally.
back into a back of a van, and Lark stands up and she's like, ugh. Throws
Sorry.
herself out, starts walking forward like, Possum, go get, what's the guy's name? The Isselbecky guy, what's his name?
Brick.
Go get Brick!
So she's gonna, come off that, kind of slide down off the van, which I imagine is totally dented now because comic books.
Yes.
And so she's going to pick it up and kind of hurl it at Lark.
Oh, crap. Darn it. Poor Lark.
Poor Lark. She'll be fine. She has sonic powers.
Oh, this is awesome. Cool. Is this directly engaging, I think? Yeah?
I think it is.
Yeah. We need to directly engage a threat, roll plus danger.
Things are happening. There we go.
That is a 7.
7. 8.
Nice. On a 7 to 9, pick 1. You resist or avoid their blows, take something away from them, create an opportunity for your allies, or impress, surprise, or frighten the opposition.
So I think I'd like to take something away from them, which in this case would be for her to be unable to finish that statement.
Nice. Cool. So she'll be like, "Go get," as a car or van shadow, and Lark diving out of the way and the thing crashing and knocking her down a little bit. There's some dramatic like onomatopoeia type behind her as it throws her into, I don't know, the side of another car, because that looks awesome and painful and comic-y. It's Kid Ragnarok. I think we're gonna jump ahead to you coming on the scene as you come into the hospital. And
Totally to.
Oh, sorry, I didn't realize
the
you were
thing.
eating. Did not catch that. So you come into the hospital, but you have no idea where they are. You just know this is the home base, and it's kind of a large hospital, lots and lots. All the doors are open on this level, like every single one of them, for some reason. You just left them open.
Okay, so I literally have no idea if that's a thing. From a thing.
Yes, it's immersive. That's how my games go. It's like you really feel it. Really
It felt like it was a thing. Okay, I probably skid to a halt into a corridor and who's unaccounted for me? Yes, I think I'm going to get the old assess the situation.
I think that's a perfect opportunity to assess the situation, sir. Roll plus superior.
That I can do. I got some stuff. +2. So an 8.
Nice. So that's an 8. All right. On a 7 to 9, ask 1. You take +1 while acting on the answer.
Wait a second. I think I might have a.
Oh, do you have a thing?
I have a move. I might have
Yeah,
a
I
thing.
think you do. You do. You have a move which Colonel Mind, isn't it?
Yes. Okay. What here is useful or valuable to me? I'll ask that from that little list that I get to ask extra, and then I'll ask from the basic list.
Okay. What here is useful or valuable to me? All right, makes sense. Let me think on that one for a second. Ask the other one. All right, cool. Oh, yeah, curious. So when you assess situation, you can always ask one of the following questions even on a miss.
Yes.
So it's an
then
instead. So you get one question, or
no, I believe I can always ask one of the following questions. I believe it's a plus.
I'll use it as a plus, but I do think that's a little unclear. Like, I'm not sure if it should be a replacement or an extra set of questions you can choose from, or if it just means choose one of these questions on top of. So we'll do the on top of for now,
Okay.
but I do think it's just a tiny bit clear.
Yeah. I'll accept any ruling on that.
I will rule the way you thought it worked. I just
Okay,
find
cool.
that it's a little confusingly worded.
Yeah.
So yeah, what here is useful or valuable to me. Ask your other question. I think I know how to fold that in.
How can we best end this quickly?
Nice. How can you best end this quickly? You realize that someone as theatrical as a group of superpowered teens would have put a bit of a show, and so you're able to find your way to the operating room. The best way to end this quickly is to try to sneak up on Idol and take her out before she has an opportunity to bend your will. And as you come into the operating theater, you see that she's got a little walkie-talkie that is seated on the seat right beside her. And so that is the other answer to your question. That is the very useful or valuable to you. That is how they are keeping in contact and coordinating their maneuvers.
I want to try and sneak up behind. Just pick up the walkie-talkie. Just gently take it. I mean, I'm a juvenile delinquent. I've got some criminal past, I'm sure. That'll help me in a bit of pickpocketing, and then ever so slightly unleash the full power of a psychic amp in the head, right from behind.
Wow, that is wicked. Okay, I think that's really awesome. Let's see how you unleash your powers when you snag that. You get a +1 on this, because you're kind of acting on the answer. It's a little dodgy, but sounds fun to me. So.
Okay. Yeah.
Holy crap.
How much?
A lot.
No.
15, maybe.
That's good. Wow.
It's a lot of numbers. It's higher than the range goes. Definitely.
Yeah.
Wow. Cool. Okay, so let's kind of we'll cut in. I know what Kid Ragnarok's going to do, but we'll cut in with Satanus, who's reading the comic. He looks up, and that's when ASAP is frozen still, and Idol has the action figure of you, and she's right now she's just making you stand in really awkward positions. And laughing and just saying, "What are your you're from super parents? When this is all said and done, do you think they're going to be proud of their little boy? You can talk."
Doesn't matter necessarily what happens in the middle. It's how we finally resolve this, and I guarantee you're going down.
Nice. Okay, cool. She says,
and I think I'm doing this because I see Kid Ragnarok kind of sneaking up, so I'm trying to keep her focused on me.
Yeah. When you say how it ends, Kid Ragnarok waves silently at you.
and she says, Jesse, I don't know why you wear that visor. I mean, you're not ugly. And that's when Kid Ragnarok just
What?
blasts her.
No, wait.
The baby just blasts her, and her eyes kind of bulge out for a little anime for a moment there, and then a little trickle of blood from her nostril, and she falls to the ground. And you're released from.
Good job, ASAP. Keep her busy for me.
I guess now we need to get the flag to our side.
Hey, Stannis.
So, Ragnarok. Never been a flag before.
Yeah. Is what is.
So rolls up the comic and puts it in his back pocket. I can walk. I mean, you guys better not try to carry me. I'm not burn you.
I can get you there much faster. Come on. Just piggyback. I mean, no one will see you. It'll be quick.
ASAP, dude. ASAP. Chill.
Fine, okay, I walk.
Hey, Jesse. Right, it's Jesse, right? That's what she called you before you gave her the whammy?
Yeah.
You're going to look so much more badass walking back.
Okay, I can try it.
Cool. All right,
Kid
so you guys
Ragnarok is not going to make Satanus look uncool. He's not a...
I don't need mechanics. I've got Satanus. Okay. Yeah. Cool. So yeah, the three we kind of pan to see the three of you guys started to walk out of the hospital looking badass. And now we're going to cut back to Pristine, who went through his weird revelation that you're all connected, and Quartz and his powers could be somehow together, and there's a horrible, awful, powerful thing that Quartz can do. And he yanks his hand away, and actually his part of his skin just kind of cracks away. It's like broken glass type deal, and it tears a rent into his arm from where he's yanked his hand away from you. He's like, "Get off me, man!" And he looks at you for a long moment, and he looks over at Paulov, and Paulov's like, "It looked like a nice moment." And he's like, "Shut up!" Cool. So now he's going to. I think he's going to ignore you. He's like, "You know what? You're not going to fight me. You're not going to do anything." He's going to walk over and try to pick up Brick and just walk out.
I'm defending Brick.
Nice! Also, let's see you defend then. You defend someone or something from an immediate threat, roll plus savior.
Let me check my savior. Yay, at least one. Yay, that's a 7.
Nice. Okay, on a 7 to 9, choose one. Add one team to the pool, take influence over someone you protect, or clear a condition.
Oh, right. I have a condition. That's a good point. I should have checked if that actually would affect my roll. No, that's to provoke an assist. Okay, that's fine. Then I will, I guess use it to clear that condition right away, because come on.
Nice. So it does say here that on a hit, for NPC threats, on a hit, you keep them safe at a cost, expose yourself to danger, or escalate the situation. And then you choose from the 3.
Ah, okay.
So it's actually 2 steps to that.
Yes. I mean, oh, come on. So I have to choose between expose myself to danger or escalate the situation.
Yeah.
I'll expose myself to danger.
Nice. I think that makes sense. So how do you expose yourself to danger when he's picked up Brick? Yeah, okay. So you're trying to defend him. Cool. So Quartz Hover walks over, kind of interposing himself between Pristine and... Does that make sense? I would imagine that's how he's defending, right? Okay.
Yep.
Then I think Pristine is... You're exposing yourself to danger, so Pristine is going to punch you with his left hand, which is uninjured. But it's quite a bit. So, yeah, I think we have like a panel of getting knocked back into Brick, and Brick's like, "I will defend you, sorry." And then he just hits you a couple more times. And I'm going to impose a condition. You think that's fair? I think it's fair to impose some kind of condition. Awesome. So I think I'm going to go with angry. Because you tried to draw a connection he should have listened to, and he's just reverting back to his little barbaric ways. You're not afraid of him because you know him well. Awesome. And it's one of those where you have influence over him, so he's hitting that much harder to try to deny it, but it's true. Cool. Okay. So we will cut back to the street fight, where you're outnumbered, Katana and Pixie, because Awesome Possum has just... It's like all Kool-Aid Man. He like knee bumps his way through the bricks. And even like he plays it up. Oh yeah!
This is all I ever wanted in a maths game.
So this is like an extra challenge, just to have to dodge Awesome Possum every once in a while.
Yeah, pretty much, yeah, that's it.
It's like Shadow of the Colossus.
Yes, shadow of Awesome Possum.
Okay.
Yeah, so Awesome Possum comes through, and he looks down at you, Pixie, and he's like, "Tree Girl, I heard you're tough." Wham! And he just punches down on you. What do?
Oh my god.
I think you're going to take a powerful blow. Does that sound fun to you? It sounds fun to me.
Sure.
Yeah! Thanks for playing along.
what I'm here for.
You have no conditions. You roll plus
Correct.
conditions marked. You want to roll low.
Correct. That is a 5. Take that.
Dang it. Okay. On a miss, you stand strong. Mark potential and say how you weather the blow.
Wait.
I'm misreading?
Possibly. No. Oh, actually, low is good. Low is good.
Yeah, low's good
Low
on
is
if you
good.
want to miss.
Yes.
If you want to give her a bonus, dude, go for it. Go for it. How does Kid Ragnarok make her get hurt? Yeah, awesome. From across the way,
That's
she's playing the guitar. Fwang. No. Sorry, I got goofy on you.
That's what I thought.
So how did you weather that? How did you weather the blow?
So, kind of as he was bringing his fist down, she kind of leapt back, and there was kind of like a mesh net of vines that kind of came out to form a shield to kind of protect her from any, splattering asphalt.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah, I love it. So you make the cool tree shield type deal, and he slams his fist down in his big possum fist, his big possum claw down. He kind of does like, I guess you have to like, you can't really make a fist with the nails. He like totally hurt your hand. So he's like slap fist, and then you block it with your tree shield. He's like, oh, that's awesome. The superlatives are just a little, yeah. So Brit, let's see. When last we saw Brit fought. You sliced up her vines. At this point, I think maybe now it's time for her to grab up a weapon, right? So it's like a signpost around. She could use that like a katana. That would be awesome.
Yeah, lovely.
Cool, yeah. So
I'm
she
totally,
does this cool
totally
kinda-
using Awesome Possum for cover.
Yes, she like does a couple of cartwheels over and grabs up a signpost, and she holds it out. It's like, okay, let's like duel. Okay, is that cool?
Like duel?
Yeah, like duel, like sword duel, like kinda.
Like honorably?
She like whips it around. I don't know. Sure.
Okay. Then she'll take like her official duel stance or whatever.
Oh, she watches and then she falls into the exact same stance.
Yeah, I was afraid of that. Okay.
Cool. So she's hey, I don't know what's honorable. So like, you can go first.
I don't know what dojo this girl went to. She probably didn't go to a dojo. She has superpowers.
Nope.
She knows kung fu.
Yep.
Oh boy. Okay. I'm trying to look at the moves if they allow me to do
Yeah,
tricksy
sure.
stuff.
I mean,
Not really.
I think that you could directly engage her. You could also even kind of provoke her. You could unleash your powers.
How about I assess the situation? Maybe that's the easiest thing to do.
Sure. That makes a lot
Well,
of
my
sense.
previous plan was to have Awesome Possum stomp her, but he's too busy stomping.
Pixie? Yes. You lost your video, or at least I did.
Oh. But I
Some of
still
the
have my
sound.
dice.
Oh, you're back. I saw 5 and a 2.
Yay! Yes. So that's an 8.
Excellent. You get to ask 1.
How could we best end this quickly?
How could you best end this quickly? You could lure, if you can lure Brit into getting wrapped up by Pixie, but that means that you're going to have to get Awesome Possum off of Pixie. but Pixie would have the best chance because there's no way that she can't mimic what Pixie can do.
That's true. Okay. All right. Then I'll be like, hold that thought, and then I just run around and run away, and I start running towards and up Awesome Possum.
That's amazing. And so yeah, we have a moment of Britt, like she's in the stands, she gives this like, but wait, this is honorable. And then we have Possum, and you're climbing up the Awesome Possum's leg, and he's like, "Whoa, hey!" Like,
not first base.
This is crazy. That's gonna distract him for a moment there. Like, hey, if you wanted to get to second base, you're on like his side, so I'm not even sure where that came from, but. He's not super witty. So Pixie, that will free you up if you want to help take Awesome Possum down, or if you get what Katana is laying down, you can take her +1 on acting on the sands.
Yeah. Where's Lark? I have not forgotten about Lark.
Ha ha ha! Lark. So you were able to. Let's see. So you stopped her from telling Awesome Possum to go get. So now after Awesome Possum did, she just basically end around, and she's trying to. Here, if you're looking at the map, she's just trying to make a run for the overpass area to try to run underneath and get to your hostage. She's just trying to run away at this point, hoping that you guys are outnumbered. So.
Okay. Well, I'm not going to let her go.
Nice.
So basically, I want to use the vines to basically pick up the asphalt in front of her, since it's all crumbled pieces of, brick and whatever overpasses are made out of anyway, to kind of create a wall that she can't get past.
Sweet. That sounds like Unleash Powers, definitely.
That definitely does. Hooray for me. Ooh, that is a 5.
Oh, goodness.
That does not work.
Ah, goodness gracious.
Might I be close enough to assist, or am I still too far away?
That still would only give me 1 point, though. I'd have to have 2 assists.
That's right. Never mind.
Can 2 people help?
No,
Two
but one
can
person
help,
can help.
but
One person can help. One person can help.
I can give two
Where am I?
help from the team pool.
I can give what? Can you as well?
I won't let you down. Yep.
Adrian,
give
what were you
2
going to say? I think we dug into this at one point, or...
I could.
I think multiple people can help, but they have to be there and able to help.
Yeah.
I have a headset. I have a walkie-talkie. Possibly I could, if I could use my walkie-talkie in a criminal way, or destructive way, I could possibly give. I can't think of anything, so.
I can't either.
I can sort of push Awesome Possum into stepping sideways, in which case he might, disturb whatever action was going on.
Yeah, but that would push it up to a 6. You'd probably need another team member.
No, I can add a +2. It's a special move I have.
What?
Yeah, beacons have moves.
Oh, Beacon, you Beaconator.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Okay, so how are you... Okay, so we have this moment where Pixie is... You're using vines to like pick up some of the concrete and like throw up a barrier in front of Lark, right?
Mm-hmm.
But it's not quite working out. What is it that Katana does as a beacon while she's on Awesome Possum to help out here?
Well, she's trying to create a barrier from vines?
Yes. Yeah, she's trying to block Lark from being able to run up to help out with her teammates against your base.
I'm throwing my katana. Oh, I was just more thinking of that is cool, though. Okay, fine, I'll do that. Very just want to lose.
Throw the katana?
Yeah. Like, there's
like...
and the wall of vines, like, one bit is just not closing up, and you see Lark wanting to rush straight through that, and then this katana comes swooping down and just stands there. It's like...
Oh, that's cool. I like the wobble. That's really, really awesome. Great
Yay.
move.
I
So
want
then,
that back!
we just totally threw it away. Awesome. So then you were unleashing powers to make that happen. So
Yep.
choose. That gives you a success, Pixie. But choose. Are you going to get a condition from this, or is the effect unstable, temporary, or dangerous?
Decisions. I'm gonna go with the fun one, and it can be either unstable, temporary, or dangerous.
Nice. Okay, cool. Yes, this is what happens. This is exactly what happens. So you throw up the barrier, she throws the katana, it wobbles in front, and Lark's like, whoa, and they have this kind of shot over Lark's back, and you see the katana there. But everything is unstable, and like all of the next level of the overpass starts to fall down, and a bunch of rubble all crashes around, and the katana disappears in the rubble.
Oh no!
Uh-oh.
I wanted that back!
We'll get it back, it's fine.
Sweet. So, meanwhile, we have Pristine, who was fighting, and oh, cool. We'll cut to Kid Ragnarok and ASAP walking with Satanas up on the north side. You look across the way to see this like dust kick up from the overpass area, but it's like a block and a half away. But we kind of see that to sync up the times, and then you hear over the radio. You go, hey, this is Pristine. I'm having some trouble here. Can I get any backup?
Kid Ragnarok kind of clears his throat and like, okay, and tries to mimic. Oh, it was idle. It was idle in there. If you just head straight down the middle of the map, you should be clear. Just straight down.
Oh, that's great.
Try and direct it basically straight
that's
towards
so
us.
insane. I think you're trying to provoke him.
I mean,
bizarre.
and possibly there's some sort of illusionary adjustment.
Yeah, a little bit of
to the voice,
psychic
but we'll-
powers here. That's crazy.
Superior, so +2. Okay, if it's provoking.
Oh, man.
I really hope it's a miss and it's just hit. That is what he heard. Yeah. No. Yes. No. That's what he heard.
That's a 6.
No.
Oh, man, that's great. Cool. So yeah, he you say that over their little radio frequencies, and then Lark stops as she's looking at the katana rubble, and there's Britt and Awesome Possum. They're all sitting around. She's like, "We're compromised." And she says, "Britt, go that way. Possum just straight through." And she'll turn and try to unleash sonic powers on Pixie and Katana. Katana, you don't have Katana. What are you gonna do? If you're still on Awesome Possum, though.
I have an Awesome Possum mount, so I'm cool.
Nice. So Awesome Possum's going to charge through the coffee mill and try to run towards your base.
Oh, that's good. I'll come
He could
with.
go around it, but he does not want to go around it.
Oh.
He wants to charge through. But yeah, you end up taking some cuffs and some bumps and bruises as you're hanging onto his fur and running through bricks, and there's brick dust and everything. Pixie, you could easily follow him. You could probably trip him, but he might fall on Katana. And then you've also got to deal with Lark, who now is like, well, I can't run away, so now I have to fight you. And sorry, someone on the text chat just made a joke. Go on, read it aloud, Alex. You must share with the class.
I just asked, what are you even called now? Hands? But no, that's not what she's called now.
It's fist.
Just call her Scabbard. Half the dice show. Okay, awesome.
Did Ace?
Do what?
Did Asaph happen to see where the sword went?
No, gosh, no.
Okay.
Just to give you an idea, I see ASAP, like if you're looking at the map, like they're way down here, and there's like a bus terminal in the way, as well as the overpass, which is ruined. You know, so there's you saw the dust kick up. That's really all you saw.
Fair enough.
Yeah, at this point, Satanis is like, okay, we could jog. I'm getting bored. So cool. I think it would be cool if we kind of cut ahead to Awesome Possum with hands arriving. And at the same time, the ASAP, Satanis, and Kid Ragnarok are coming across the way. And we've got Pristine has he's been stopped by Quartz here, but he's called for some backup, and he doesn't really think backup is happening. So he's probably going to be trying to. So I think we're going to have a cool fight at the Silver Savior's home base. Does Pixie catch up, or is Pixie going to try to fight Lark and Britt by herself?
Oh, I'm trying to hold both of them back because I have no idea where anybody is at this point.
This is good stuff. Way to go, team lead. Good job, team leader. Cool. I don't know. I think we should try to wrap this up because I'd like to move on to some other stuff, and I think it's pretty clear that you guys have a lot closer to winning this than they are. So I'm just gonna hand over narration at this point if you guys are cool with that, like a type of an epilogue of the fight type deal.
Yes, because we could keep doing this forever. It's probably a good idea.
We could, but I think we kind of established that you guys are a heck of a lot closer to. You're going to score. It's just does Satanis walk in the thing or not, and that's going to happen. It's just how much.
Who needs to walk?
Yeah, exactly.
When
so
you
let's
advance, like Kirby Craft.
So ASAP, how does this end up?
I think this whole walk, I've been looking kind of them and kind of looking longingly where we're going to go and everything that's happening, and everything's going so slow, and I think about halfway through I just can't take it anymore, and so I run off to try to help, Pixie fight, and since it seems like everyone else is going to the end game, so I've just entered the fray and started helping her as much as I can. Or as little as I'm able to.
Okay, cool. Right, so we have a big free-for-all that's going on as Satanis and Kid Ragnarok walk in, and you guys are... So the new Silver Saviors are declared the winners of the Power Brawl match because you're the only ones that scored. So. Congratulations.
Woo.
Yay, team!
What?
Awesome. So what is the aftermath with Katana and her sword? Guess what, Katana? Your sword did not survive.
Oh man, that's my sword. My katana. It's my soul. It's a thing. Okay.
So I'm curious though. What was this katana to Katana? Was it just a tool, or was it something special?
Well, it's sort of beat up and old looking katana that Dave, my sensei, said he bought off Craigslist for me, but I don't really know where it comes from. But it's been very it's been my only katana that I fought with, and I considered it to be mine in every way. Pretty precious.
And now it's broken.
Yeah.
It's
And
lost
gone.
on the Powerball field. Many years from now, in a Powerball match, someone's going to find a katana that's kind of bent and busted, and they're going to use it to beat up someone else, and either lose or win Powerball because of that environmental element. But for now, it's not katanas anymore. So cool. Where do you get your next katana?
Oh.
This is a thing where like Captain America loses his shield. It's going to be 3 panels before he has that damn thing back.
Good question.
Is it a thing where Katana will go look for it? Would she reach out to Dave?
No, because then she'd have to admit that she lost the first one, so she can't possibly ever do that. She will have to go to into the very politically incorrect Chinese quarter of Halcyon City and go to this mysterious shop, and then it's like, I heard that you sell katana.
That's awesome. Who goes with you?
Probably Kit Rock, because he's probably the one who told me where it was. Kit Ragnarok.
That's the second time.
I'm doing it too now. Sorry.
It's a trend.
Yeah.
I'm in the back. I'm picked up one of the swords and waving it around like the kid with the lightsaber thing on the YouTube video.
Ignore him. It's
Having
fine.
the time of my life.
Oh, sweet, sweet, sweet. Okay. Cool. So yeah, we have the quick, almost like a vignette of you sneaking down to the Chinatown of Halcyon City with Kid Ragnarok goofing around. I think we will take our last break, and then when we come back, it's all going to be the setup for the big dance. Yeah, there may not be a whole lot of die rolling, but then again, as you guys, there may be a lot of die rolling. We'll see. So let's take a quick 5-minute break, and we'll pick up with preparation for the dance. Talk to you guys in 5.
So here's another question for your notes to Brendan. I don't have the playbooks in front of me, so I can't look for sure. But so when Katana spent 2 points, or she gave 2 points to Pixie to help out, does that burn 1 pool or 2?
Gotcha. I think it burns 1 pool because
I think it said 2 on the in the actual playbooks.
You're right. It says when you help a teammate, you can spend 2 out of the team pool to add +2 to their roll. So it's 2.
Got it.
2.
Oh, by the way, Rich, is that okay interpretation of Kirby Craft in the chat?
Oh, I don't know. Let me look in the chat.
As my advance, stealing a move from the outside.
A lightning spewing ghostly motorbike. That sounds amazing.
Oh no.
Acceptable to distraction. Because lose concentration. It's not there anymore. That's not good.
No, that's not good, but it's still
You
kind
have
of
a
awesome.
motorcycle now. I don't know what you're gonna do when you finally hit your midlife crisis.
It's like a walking midlife crisis. I have a thing that I was
Is it a hat?
going to share. It is not a hat.
Oh.
Believe it
Why
or
not?
I know. This is
Normally
better
when
than
you
a
reach
hat.
off from the side, you come back with a hat.
Jan has a hat to compensate.
Okay, that does take away the sting of it.
Alright, let me. I have to rescan it. I can't find where I scanned it originally.
Oh. I think it's the beard, but you look slightly like an Orthodox Jew in that.
How about this one?
Oh,
That
you're
one's so
frozen.
good it broke your camera.
Nice.
So we've lost Rich.
Yes.
Oh, Jules is a rocket.
I have
Jules,
ice cream.
give me a rocket.
Oh.
So you know where they are. In the future, right over there. I can come bring you a rocket, but then you owe me one.
She has influence over you.
I will have influence over you. I'm not afraid to use it. This rocket's so good.
So, what are you microwaving, Rich?
What is he doing?
I think he's microwaving something.
Is he microwaving his hat? It's also weird.
Or
No.
his printer views.
Picture that I scanned in, and I can't. It's not. I was going to scan it back in, and that was not working. So let me see if I can find where it was scanned in originally. I don't think I'm going to find it.
I'll just put on a different hat.
I liked the hat.
So, Corinne, you want ice cream? You can have ice cream.
Hey, Corbin.
Look where I might have like maybe I put it in a logical place. It's unlikely, but it's possible.
Probably not.
This is worth a little bit of effort. It's not worth this much effort. But I'm doing it anyway. Because my brain is stuck on it. This is a thing I was excited about. Now I don't even know.
You don't even know anymore.
I don't even know anymore. What am I doing? I should be running a game right now. I'm not looking at this picture that I had ready to go like 2 weeks ago, and now. All right, so I'll just show you the actual picture. It's in my hand. So this is something that Katana, after you come back with your new katana, this is a piece of, like, it's a letter that arrived for you at the dorm room.
Okay.
It is addressed from the Little Oaks Elementary School. Do you remember the Little Oaks Elementary School? It's the elementary kids that you saved.
Oh, okay. I was like, I'm a little old for elementary school, but that makes
Silver
more sense.
Hall.
Uh-huh.
And there was some fan art of Katana
Oh.
that was drawn. This is thanks for saving me, Katana.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So there's some actual fan art of Katana.
Whoa.
Yep. So there you go. It was all that effort for that, but it's still pretty cool.
That's
Don't you
going up
agree?
on the wall.
Yep.
That is awesome.
Pikachu there agrees.
Wow.
Okay, so
Does
we're
that
gonna
change my self-image?
change your self-image. Sure, it can change your self-image to
I'll take that
Grover
narrative.
has Katana.
Yes.
All right, so we'll pick up. Some weeks have passed, and the school year is progressing, and you're coming up on the big. Do we go with time of year like analogous to our current season? So would this be the winter dance?
Sure.
You guys think it should be the summer dance before? I think winter dance. Good. Yeah, winter dance. All right. Will shook his head yes, so that's the majority. So we're coming into the winter dance, and so it's not. It is for your grade. It's for basically the junior and seniors of Hope Prep, and it's semi-formal. So you kind of dress up. You can elect to have a date. It is not. You don't have to have a date, of course. But people are starting to pair up already. So, yeah. How are you guys handling that?
I am totally going to tell Lark. I'm going to basically talk up Kid Ragnarok to Lark. So if he asks her, she says yes.
Oh, man. This is good. I need a little RP because I was hoping this thing was going to happen because you've mentioned it before.
Yes.
But I got to see how this is going to happen. So at what point does Pixie make her move to talk to Lark about Kid Ragnarok?
Well, I think we go dress shopping.
Ooh, yeah, that sounds like a great place.
And I totally owe her anyway for wrecking her Powerball outfit.
Mm-hmm.
Or overhaul outfit. So, as we're doing that, and she'll be like, "So, what did you think of Kid Ragnarok's punch to the fist and giant possum thing?"
It was okay, but I mean, it's like you said. He's just, I mean, he's mostly like awesome possum, like just a big kid. You're right.
Well, yeah,
I
maybe,
thought he
but
was-
I mean, I happen to know that he was kind of hoping to impress you a little bit.
Really? But I should stay away from him. You said that he was.
Well, it's not like there's a college for superheroes. I mean, we're kind of stuck with what we got, right? And he's not so bad. There's worse. I mean, there's Awesome Possum.
Yeah, Judd's a little worse than that.
Besides, if you catch him in the right moment, he's not as bad as he pretends to be sometimes. Plus, he really thinks your voice thing's cool. He wants to team up with you, and he's got the guitar, you've got the voice. I mean, he wants to do a punk band, which is, so 90s, but it could be fun.
I Yeah, I mean, I guess that'd be okay. He's not actually very good with his guitar. Will he actually take lessons?
If the right person asked him, I bet he would. Please ask him.
Okay, I guess. All right, okay. Listen, this is gonna be a really awesome dress that you buy me. So
Well, yeah, I hope
I'm
so.
not saying it's a bribe, but I'm saying it's gonna be a really awesome dress. And if he asks, then I will consider it.
Good. And just so you know, there's this sweet little dress shop. My dad does the books for them. And it's kind of off the beaten path, so, I mean, not like there's a lot of competition anyway, but no two dresses will be the same because there's nothing worse than going to a dance and having your dress match someone else's.
I know.
Humiliating.
Right, and Britt wanted us to wear matching dresses.
What is wrong with her?
A lot of things are wrong with her.
Well, next year we should be on the same Power Brawl team.
That would be kind of awesome, but I don't really see myself as new Silver Savior material.
So we'll make our own team with really awesome outfits.
That sounds kind of amazing. Who are you going to the dance with?
Oh, well, no one's really asked. I don't really think anyone will. So I'm just flying solo. Because who needs date? I will totally be your wing woman.
I could go solo too. We could just go solo
No,
together.
no, don't go solo. If someone asks you, you should totally say yes. Like in thought, there's like a little thought bubble, like especially if it's Kid Ragnarok. No. You should totally go and have a really good time. I'm gonna have a really good time by myself, and I might like crash a date or something and steal someone's dance, and it'll be fine.
Whose date would you crash if you were to crash a date?
I don't know. Brick's got a really cute accent.
He had a lot of things.
But he's got a really terrible taste in movies. Really terrible. He apparently likes like the old 60s horror movies.
Well,
and he smothers hot sauce on everything.
He's from like a backwards country. That was probably like new to them or something.
Probably, yeah, you're probably right. You're right. I should be a little more sympathetic.
You should just go ask him. I think he would go.
I don't know. I'm not really good at asking people out. I always kind of stumble over my words and make an ass out of myself, so maybe I'll just go and see what happens. You never know.
That's cool. Okay. All right. So yeah, let's find this like dress shop sounds kind of delicious. So let's go.
Yay!
Awesome. Cool. So we have that worked out, and I'm curious. There's some chatter going on. What about Jesse's? What have you two? Are you
The
doing
Jessies.
The Jessies. Are you two asking other people? Are you dropping hints to be asked? What's going on?
Well, I see this. If this is okay for the Jessie, like Jessie also needs to explain to Quartz what a ball is, so she's been doing that, and then she's also with other Jessie going like, well, so see Quartz, so you like ask someone out, so, but if you can't find a date, you can just go by yourself, or I don't know, go with a friend or something.
This is absolutely, this conversation is taking place with Jesse, Katana, sitting on Quartz as chair.
Oh, yeah. No, not this time.
No, we want to see his like facial reactions, so that maybe it starts off that way and he switches around.
I could clear a condition. I still have my holds.
Yeah, that would be cool. There are people with conditions, that is for sure. There are more people with conditions than without.
Yes.
Okay, cool. So you explain what the dance is to Quartz. What's Quartz's reaction to this bizarre concept?
Um, he just says, "I think I understand."
Well, if you remember our previous conversation about the betting, I could make a bet with you. I would bet that if you asked Pixie out to the dance, that she would say yes.
We will see.
Excellent. I'm looking forward to winning that bet.
Very well.
How about you, Jesse?
What the bet?
No, the dance.
Oh, yeah. I really haven't asked anyone yet. I've been thinking of some people, but I don't know.
Yeah, me neither. I'll bet we'll just end up. Well, I'm sure lots of girls want to go out to the dance with you, but if your luck is anything like mine, we'll just end up there alone together. We should make a pact. If no one asks us, we'll go together, so it won't be awkward or anything.
Oh, you would? Sure. I mean, if you want to do that, that'd be cool.
I mean, if you can't find anyone, right? If this girl's horribly mistreat you.
Right. If I can't find anyone, sure.
Was that? What did you? That's what you thought I meant, right?
Well, yeah. I mean, if I don't find anyone, yeah, it'd be totally cool going to dance with you.
Yeah, I thought so too. It'd be fun. We'll have a good time. Although,
I think ASAP's thought bubble at this point is, I'm totally not asking anyone.
I just have to bide my time.
I just have to avoid everyone in the school.
What's the longest time I have to wait before I can say I failed?
He's Googling it. That's great.
That was all.
That's good. That's good. Awesome. So the conversation was the three of you, right? Because Quartz was right there with that was rolling around. So what's Quartz's reaction?
Well, there's going to be a knock at Pixie's door.
Oh god, I just totally squealed. I'm glad my mic was off.
It's awesome.
Oh god. So she'll yell, "It's open."
Well, initially, there's you yell, "It's open," and then nothing happens, because Quartz is standing there yes.
She'll kind of. She was I assume she was playing with her orchid or something, probably having a conversation with it. She kind of stops and looks over her shoulder, and then kind of gets up and walks over the door and opens it up very carefully. And she's like, "Oh, Quartz, hi."
Hello.
You could have come in. That's what the doors open means.
Well, for one thing, it did not seem to be open.
Open means it's unlocked and you're welcome to come in. It's sort of shorthand.
So, if a door is unlocked, you are welcome to come in.
Only if someone says it's open. Never mind. This got really complicated really fast. I feel like I need a diagram or something to draw this. So, what do you need?
I believe I need to ask you a question.
Okay, what about?
Well, Jesse, Katana Jesse, I understand that you have difficulty sometimes. Not you, your people. I'm saying that it's sometimes difficult to differentiate the two because they have similar sounding last names. This is very strange. Yes. Anyway.
Did you need to ask me a question about Jesse?
No. No. She explained to me the concept of this ritual that you have. Not you specifically. Your people. Where you have this gathering where you call it a dance.
Yeah.
And she explained to me that if you would like to go there with someone, you should ask them.
Well, yeah.
And she made a bet with me that if I would ask you, that you would say yes.
Oh.
And I would hope that you would like to come to this dance with me.
So, are you wanting to win the bet? Because I can tell her no if you want, if that helps.
Wait, no. This is. I am prepared. I think I'm. I should have. Yes, I think I am. I am prepared to lose this bet.
So, are you asking me to the dance because she bet you to ask me to the dance? Because
No,
you're
this
supposed to
was.
try to win bets.
Betting is strange. However, no. The bet was in response to my statement of interest in going to this gathering with you.
With me. Oh. Yeah. I mean, sure, we can go together.
Very
It
well.
was nice of you to ask.
You are welcome.
Okay. So do you want to walk over to there together or just meet there?
What does tradition dictate?
Traditionally, you would come pick me up here and we would walk over there together. But, you know, that's kind of old-fashioned and we don't have to do that at all.
Well, perhaps old-fashioned is best in this case.
Okay. So I'll see you right before the dance then?
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
I will see you then.
Yeah.
And Quartz's. There's also thoughts bubbles over Quartz's head, going like, I should check if there's any attire that I should be.
Oh gosh, that's adorable. Okay.
Awesome.
So
So yeah,
see you
we
later.
That's good. And then as Quartz turns and heads back out the door, which was open, we have kind of a last a shot of Pixie, her kind of reaction shot to that odd but eventually adorable moment, and then it pans over to Wendy Wither, who's been sitting in her bunk during the entire conversation, her eyes nearly rolling out of her head, and she really wants to puke. But she's in a containment suit. So that would not work well for her. But yeah, so she got to witness that. Cool. So I think Ragnar might have a thing he is not too chicken to do. We'll see.
We'll see. Oh, where is Laura?
Well, that's a fair question. I mean, you could kind of choose your moment. Laura's mostly been hanging out in her room, for the last few days. Yeah. Obviously easily found by others who want to seek her out.
Yeah, that's good. Loud rumbling of like an engine. And it kind of like, then it kind of goes down to kind of a low rumble, and there's a knock on the door. That's still rumbling.
Yeah. Did you try to choose a time if Katana is there or not? Like,
I think I would very, very carefully chosen a time when there was least amount of audience.
Just checking. Cool. Yeah, the door opens up. Laura is, I think she's probably just dressed in like a Hope Prep t-shirt and a pair of shorts, and she says, "Oh, hey, what's up, Ragnar?"
Hey, Lark. Thought I'd go to the dance. I'm like not looking directly at her. I'm just like kind of like middle distance looking as I'm like trying to look cool on my bike.
She nods a little bit. Wait a second, the bike is inside the dorm?
Yeah.
That is insane. How did you get that bike in here? And when did you get a bike?
I wanted a bike. I got a bike.
Is there some kind of lightning superhero who's missing a bike now?
He does a little like laugh snort, which he and then tries to recover. Hey, when I want something, I take it. I'm trying to be really, really cool.
Oh, that's amazing. Yeah, so she'll not ask any more questions about the bike and say she kind of leans against the door jamb, hasn't invited you in exactly. But it's nice. Did you need something?
I just dance. I haven't asked anyone yet, but you're not going with anyone yet?
I haven't agreed to go with anyone yet.
I mean, I'm free. We could go together. I mean, you're free. I'm free.
Are you asking me to go with you?
Yeah. Look at it, cool.
Can I help you pick out something nice to wear?
I think I'd probably have to adjust my stance slightly as my bike disappears. And then like just try and recover with it into leaning on the other arch of the door. That's a possibility.
Okay. Then.
Cool. Yeah. Cool. It's cool.
Okay. Well, you could pick me up like an hour ahead of time, or maybe longer if you actually know how to drive that motorcycle. That would be kind of cool.
Yeah, we can drive. That's cool.
I won't electrify my dress or anything weird.
The lightning's just That's totally for show. It's psychic and stuff. It's a thing.
Okay.
Okay.
She'll slowly shut the door.
It's like probably the sound of like a slightly dancing step. Disappearing down the corridor.
Nice. Cool. So we'll good. We're coming up on time. So is ASAP like purposely not going to ask anyone in hopes that
If it sounds like she's interested in this, then he's definitely gonna roll the dice and hope no one asks her. Because if someone does, then he's just stuck with no one. But
Cool. That is awesome. All right, so we're gonna cut to a scene. I think it'll be cool if. Okay, here's the question. I'm gonna jump over to Katana. Where do you do your kata or your routines? Like you work through forms, that kind of stuff. Where do you practice? 'Cause
Is
I
there?
imagine you do a lot, right?
Are there like fighting rooms or rooms that you can?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
She has one of those rooms, but she goes there really early, so there's no one there. So like like dawn or something.
Awesome. Yeah, so we have an establishing shot of dawn, and you're going through some of your forms with your new katana, and
It's kind of weird.
it doesn't feel right.
Not yet. No.
Is it prettier?
Hmm?
Is it prettier? Like
It's flashier, but it had one of those Chinese little what do you call those little cloth question? What do you call that?
Tassels.
Yeah, it had like one of those tassels, the Chinese tassels on it that I just cut off and tried to go it was so tacky. So yeah, it's not
yeah,
much
and
interesting.
Osei was like wrapped in this red kind of cloth, and there was like a dragon underneath. It was a little on the showy side. Yeah, cool. So you're headed through some of your forms, and then like we'll say that you become aware of someone watching you, and then when you turn around, you see that it's Britt, and she's dressed in just like I don't know what she wear, like some kind of like a tennis skirt.
Hey,
Hey,
you want to practice or something?
you got a new sword.
Yeah, I lost mine in the brawl.
I know. It was a nice-ish sword. I mean, it was yours, and that was cool.
Yeah, that was the main attractive feature about it. But yeah,
Well, that one looks kind of nicer.
yeah, I'm not used to it yet. I sort of swishes it around, and it's not it yet. Well, maybe it will come. It will come. But hey, if you ever want to practice now, you've seen like a third of my moves, so we could totally practice those.
That sounds kind of fun. They're broken. Those are the wooden ones.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Okay. Well, she'll walk over to the kind of weapon stand across one, and she'll pull out a boken and kind of saunter back over, and she falls right into the exact stance that you pulled off in the fight at the power brawl.
That is actually very useful for practice. So yeah, and they'll practice with her for a little while.
Cool,
Careful
so-
not to show her anything that she hasn't seen already, but
Nice. So it turns out this it's a good weapon. It's well balanced. While it may be a little bit more showy, it's not as dented. You don't have to compensate for the blade being just slightly off kilter, and you find you have a little bit better balance now that you're able to wield it. And she's a good spar partner, as you would expect. She anticipates. She definitely is more on the order of a person that will find your moves and find ways to counter them. She doesn't seem to be terribly aggressive. She's also not incredibly creative in that she doesn't come up with new moves. It's
got a
more,
little lazy.
yeah. But you guys end up you work out for a while. Like she starts to break a bit of a sweat, as do you, and it turns out to be a pretty good little routine, and eventually she'll kind of, wow, this was pretty okay. Like,
It's a lot better than tennis.
oh, not okay, sure, yeah. Yeah. So Jesse, thanks for letting me spar with you. It was pretty cool.
Oh, that's cool. I'm here every morning.
Okay, that sounds pretty great.
Yeah, I think I had you pegged wrong. You're not so bad.
Thanks. So it's like a dance in a few days?
Yeah,
Do you-
school dance.
Are you going with anyone?
Not really. Like, I guess I could find a backup or something if I don't get asked, but that's just, like with a friend thing. Why?
I think I'm
Do you
I
wanna?
think I'm asking you if you want to go with me.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, I've been asked, but
Why would you want to go with me?
well, I don't know, you're just kind of awesome. I saw this stuff at the museum, and you're always so, I don't know, you just kind of have it all together, and you're kind of cute, so there's that. It doesn't hurt. Like, not at all.
You think that I'm awesome?
Well, why not? I mean, I don't really try. This just kind of happens. But you work your ass off, and it's kind of amazing. So, I don't know. It's cool. I mean, if you don't. I mean, it's okay.
No, I do. I do. It's going to be awesome. What are you wearing?
Oh, I don't know. What should I wear? I always wear like the wrong clothes. Like my team is so mad that I wear my Cheers stuff, but I like it. It's comfy. I like skirts,
Skirt's good.
so I'll wear a skirt.
Me too.
Cool. Oh, okay. Well, I know where your room is. I'll just show up a little bit beforehand, and we'll go together.
Awesome.
Okay. And then she'll turn and head to the showers, which that's got to be a little weird.
Yeah, good point. I think Katana will just flop on her back on like the soft mats and go like, whoa, for a while anyway. Because she didn't see that coming at all.
Sweet. So yeah, you do that for a little bit, and then you can hear some people milling about. Some of the classes will be starting soon, and then Jesse, Katana, you realize someone's watching you, and maybe it's Britt. Maybe she came back in. When you look over, it's not. It's Dave.
Sensei! And I sort of get back up and look, try to look, in stiff greeting position, and I bow.
You have a new sword.
I lost my katana in battle, Sensei.
Let me see this one.
She does the ritual giving of the katana.
Cool. He reaches his hands out. He takes it. He holds up one hand. He tests the balance. Kind of tosses it around with just a little bit of a flourish. Kind of looks down the blade. Checks. He picks the little point where you plucked out the tassel. He sees the little remnants of fabric that are still there. He looks along the engraved aspect. Hands it back to you.
Thank you, Sensei.
Tomorrow night, you will need that. Gather your team. There's a problem.
Sensei?
And then boom! That's the end of the issue. And tomorrow night, of course, is exactly when the dance is. So
Yes.
cool. That's the end of our 4-session fun. That was
Oh, wow,
masks.
that's a big cliffhanger.
Thanks. Awesome. So let's do our end of session stuff. We have some questions that we get from our legacy. And I did not sneak in your little benefit, and I apologize for that. I had an idea, but things got bounced around, and I did not. So I'll make sure to make it super awesome the next time around.
That's okay. That'll be good.
Let's ask your legacy questions.
All right. Did I uphold the traditions of my legacy?
What are the traditions of your legacy again?
They are to fight for justice and to, what's not to say, stop basically to take opportunity to interview and put my legacy out there into the community as much as possible. So, do interviews.
Well, you were on a Power Brawl match, and you were the person who helped to save and win the match, so I could see that a little bit. But what about the other people from the group?
I agree, except for, I mean, taking such a passive stance on the whole date thing. You should put yourself out there, right?
Valid point, yeah.
True. You need to be like prom king or whatever.
Nice.
All right. And then did I make the other members of my legacy proud?
You were the new Silver Saviors.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is a good
Yes.
nod. That's a good nod to history.
Oh, by the way, did he ever get props for naming us the new Silver Saviors? Because that's upholding the legacy.
Yeah, I'm saying yes. That was
Last
definitely.
time, right? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, I'm carrying it
Oh,
forward.
I'm getting it now.
Okay.
So cool. All right, so let's do our last little bit here as we end session. We will start with ASAP. Did you grow closer, grow into your own image of yourself, or grow away from the team?
I think I grew closer working with the team.
Cool.
Yeah.
So give it who made you feel welcome?
Well, that would be Katana.
Oh man, you guys could have gone out too.
And
Sweet. All
So
right,
tragic.
and so let's see. Give him influence to that character and clear a condition or mark potential. Do you already have influence over? You have influence over Ragnarok, Quartz, and Pixie.
Nope, I
so
did not
now-
have ASAP.
So now you have ASAP.
Yeah.
Very cool. All right, and then we'll move right down the line to Katana. Did you grow closer, grow into your own image, or grow away from the team?
I have to write ASAP first. I grew into my own image of myself because there's someone who actually thinks I'm awesome. Yay!
Explain how you see yourself now. Is that it, or?
The maybe like last time I realized that I could do this thing because I have a kick-ass team, and this time she's starting to realize that maybe even without a team on her own she can also be a kick-ass person.
Nice. So you may shift one label up and another down.
All right.
Quartz. Did you grow closer to the team, grow into your own image of yourself, or grow away from the team?
I think closer because he's got a date.
Who made you feel welcome?
Well, Pixie then. She said yes.
Let's see. Do you already have influence over Quartz? You do. Let's see. Influence.
I'm pretty sure I get to shift his labels.
yeah.
Is that not what you do after the dance?
Yeah, if you have influence
Yeah.
over a teammate, would gain influence over them again, immediately shift one of their labels up and one of their labels down, your choice. Very good. Andrea knows this thing cold with the back of her hand.
I'm going to shift mundane up because that was the most awkward dance ask ever. Quickly rivaled by literally every other PC.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
And then I'm going to I'm going to bump your freak down.
Alright, so you're moving my stuff.
Yes.
Okay, so freak down and mundane up. Was it?
Correct.
Wow, you are not good at freak. Neg
Not
one.
anymore. I used to be.
You used to be a freak on a leash. Now the leash is very thick. Okay. So Pixie, do you grow closer, grow into your own image, or grow away from the team?
I definitely grew closer to the team.
Nice. Who made you feel welcome?
I'm gonna pick Quartz
Nice.
Yay.
for similar reasons.
Reasons.
And you already had influence over me too, so.
So you can shift those labels. And you can clear... Oh, I don't think you have any conditions, do you? Yeah.
Tough. Let's see. I would say freak down and superior up.
Oh.
You're so adorable when you just did my superior. Alright, last but not least, Kid Ragnarok. Grow closer, grow into your own image, or grow away from the team.
I think, I don't know if I know the groundwork was put down for me, but I think, yeah, closer team, and it's going to be Pixie. She's getting all influence.
Oh, man.
I think the influence is already there, so...
Yep, I think so too.
Yeah.
So there's some label shifting.
I'm gonna bump your savior up because you kicked Awesome Possum's butt.
Okay. So I'm down. I'm a 0.
Oh, I'm sorry. I just moved it.
Oh, was it already
I got
at
excited.
-2?
Yeah, it was at -2. Yeah.
Also, it's minus. It's just minus. It's -1 now.
It's
I'm
just
so
-1.
good at
Yeah,
saving.
that was my bad. Sorry. I got really excited. Started moving things. And then I think I am going to bump your superior down.
Seems appropriate.
Yeah.
Nice.
Oh, do
Cool.
I clear
Oh.
a condition or something?
Yeah.
Oh,
Or is they
yes,
controlling
you
your
do.
condition?
You clear a condition. Yes, thank you. Clear a condition or mark potential. So everybody who grew closer gets to mark potential or clear a condition.
Even though I'd like the potential, I think I need to clear a condition.
Yeah, you do.
I think I might have to go with potential because I imagine during that whole asking Lark out, he was terrified.
It was, but it worked out. So it could be one of those like, oh, this wasn't that bad.
Okay, yeah. Yeah.
I could clear my condition, but I already have a very clear idea on what I want to break.
And you can't sit in yourself.
I won't say it yet, but
All right. So that's all of our official wrap-up stuff. My plan is to find some time in 2016, early 2016, when all of our schedules realign, so we can bring this back up. Because, gosh, I like cliffhangers, but I like them more when you actually get to see what happened.
That'd be cool.
It's cool. So I know it's a little bit on in time, so it's optional, but I would love some roses and thorns, a little chatter, if you guys have it to share.
Awkward askings out. Is
That was
definitely
the best.
Oh,
They
amazing.
were all
Ah.
very.
I kept thinking, like, should I insert mechanics in here? And I'm like, none of it really felt right. It felt intrusive. It felt also kind of cross-purpose. Like, it was good as it existed as just
I
freeform.
think my only thorn, which is mainly down to me having to disappear for a bit, was I didn't get to have much character PC on PC interaction.
Good point. Yeah,
But
I think the
I'd say I had
Powerball
to
game.
disappear.
Powerball game went a little long. I think I could have cut it a lot sooner. I'm glad I made the decision to just cut it with narration. I should have made that decision earlier on. I find it a little challenge. Like my brain is warped to think of hit points and to think of countdown clocks and to think of things that way. And when everything is impacted by conditions, it's hard for me to like. Well, okay, so how does that resolve the thing? Like, how do you know who wins? It's very backwards of me, but it's something I'm going to have to adjust to. Any other roses or thorns?
Well, I mean, I would say because you just said that you feel it's your fault, and I think like when I was looking at the rules, I was also looking like, okay, so there's nothing that there you can actually get quite stuck in a situation if you just keep rolling like mediocre successes, because a lot of the powers will actually say like, well, nothing much changes because you exchange some hurt, or well, it's not hurt in this case, but so I think like my thorn there is that the system sort of makes it so that you can get a bit stuck in a situation.
What's weird is in the playtests when Brennan was running it, I never felt like we got stuck in a situation per se.
I think when we've done the other playtesting, I think we've done more take a powerful blow,
Yeah, maybe I need to
Yeah.
be throwing that out a lot more. I only
which
did it
definitely changes how the situation's going.
I think
That's a good
so.
point.
Like for instance, with when I was trying to provoke what's his name, it felt a bit like I was provoking him, but I couldn't get a 10+, so we were sort of still standing there.
Yeah. I think that's a good point. I definitely need to brush up on how to run a combat with conditions and using.
Well, like I said,
powerful.
for me it felt not so much like that you did something wrong with the system. I think the system needs a little bit more oomph there. Like maybe just to word that differently.
No, I totally get what you mean.
Cool.
Because that is a weird thing.
I think, Alex, you had a good point. There wasn't a whole lot of PC to PC interaction overall. There were a few little scenes, but the Powerball took up the first half, and then the second, well, not first half, took up the first 2/3. And the last third was almost like everybody going off into their smaller corners, where, Kid Ragnarok talking to an NPC, Pixie talking to an NPC, Katana talking to an NPC, ASAP. There's like, poor ASAP. Thought he had it set up. Made his plan. He rolled the dice.
I was hoping, and I just pushed it too far.
Yeah.
Waited too long.
In the bag.
That-
Poor
that-
Idol, man. She's
That'd have
like,
been awesome. Me walking in like right after she'd just been asked. It's like, 5 minutes sooner.
She's like talking to Dave. Intermission. You walk in like, hey, I need to talk to you. Oh, wait. Cool. Any other thorns to offer?
Just that Spark died in the comic book. I know she's not really dead because it's a comic book, but
That was just me just poking there. I'm like, I ain't gonna get me to really good. In this issue, Spark dies.
so mean.
Well, you know, it's
It's only
totally
by
not really
comic.
Spark. That's
Yeah.
the thing.
So good though. No, it was a really fun game.
Yes.
Thanks. I enjoyed it. Cool. All right. Well, I'm going to go ahead and stop broadcast then. And starting for the last bit of 2015, with what remaining Sundays we can all schedule together, we are going to be playing Star Wars, the the revised, expanded, and updated edition, which is a loving fan work from a large amount of West End Games D6 Star Wars fans who kind of taken the prequels, some of the expanded universe, and folded it into this behemoth of a book. And we will be playing Alex, Will, and Andrea will be playing in that game. And it's going to be fun. We're just going to do it to get ourselves all excited for Star Wars. So that's. Oh, wait, I just saw a picture.
Yes,
Yeah.
I'm trying to. Did he show up? Is it gone again?
No,
Just
it
for a
was
sec.
a picture of a small child. So unless
There's
you're playing Thorin, which would be amazing.
Is that showing?
Nope.
No.
No.
No. Ah, okay.
And there's no preview image, but there will be images. So cool. Check that out if you'd like to see us play a very old school game. It's going to be fun. Thanks.
Bye.
All right.